So you might be too young to remember the Rocky movies, but I want to share a story about Sylvester Stallone and his movie series that was it was genre defining. It was incredibly, incredibly good movie. And it was very, very popular. But it didn't start out that way. So this ties into the power of belief. So he believed that this movie could be a blockbuster hit. He genuinely thought that. He wrote the movie and he was like, "This is going to be the best movie ever. It's going to be awesome." But one of the caveats was he thought that he should star in it. He actually believed that he would be best to star in this movie. So he was like, I wrote this, put it all together. I got the movie idea. It's going to be a knockout hit. It's going to be a wild success. But I'm going to star in it myself. That's what he said. So the problem was when he went to pitch this movie in Hollywood, he went all over the place to all kinds of different producers. And here was the problem: the producers loved the movie. They loved the movie. They thought it was going to be a smash hit. They loved it, which was great for him. But they didn't want him to star in it. None of them did. Like, he went to many, many different producers, and none of them thought that he would be a good star. They didn't think that he would fit. They didn't think he was the right person for it. They thought, we'll get somebody else, we'll hire somebody else, pay him a couple million, and have them do this Rocky movie. But he owned the movie, so of course he owns the rights to it. So he said no. Every time they would bring this up, they'd say, "You know what? How about you just don't star in it? We'll hire somebody, and then you can collect royalties that way, and you'll get paid, and it'll be great because we'll get somebody else who'll be better for it." And he just was dogged about it. He was like, "No, I'm going to star in this movie. I'm the one. I'm supposed to star in this movie." And this is where his head was at. So this goes to show you how powerful it is to simply believe your outcome, like believe for your own outcome, right? He went to I think he went to 57 different producers, and on the one of the last ones they said yes, but he got like 60 different no's in Hollywood. So this Hollywood's not that big. He's going to all the major producers, and he got like 60 no's that said, "No, if you're going to star in it, we don't want anything to do with it. The movie's going to be garbage. We don't want it." And he just kept on going. He kept on persisting. He kept on believing that, someone's going to say yes, and I'm going to get my big break, and I'm going to be able to star it myself. That's what he thought. And so eventually, here's the crazy part: he did. He actually got it to happen. Somebody said yes. They said, "Yes, you're the one. We'll let you star in it, and we'll produce it for you and put it together. We'll pay for the movie. It'll be great." And here's the thing: it became one of the largest grossing movies of all time, and a six-part series. So Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and it was just complete smash hit. It was a complete smash hit all across the board. And he had believed this from the beginning. He knew it was going to be a great movie. And then that played out into reality. But he had to sort of walk through events, right? At any point, he could have fallen off that train and said, "You know what? No, I'll just let them pick somebody." Or, "No, they're all saying no. It must not be that good of a movie." But he held faith, and he kept moving in the right direction, and he kept thinking, "You know what? This is going to happen. I'm going to keep doing this." And he kept making those calls, and he kept showing up at the producers' offices, and he kept getting no's. But then he kept going after he got no's, and he said, "I'm going to get a yes at some point." And then eventually he did get the yes. So this just goes to show you how powerful it is to continue in your process as you're believing, right? If you're in the process right now, or you're thinking you want to get something, it's as simple as ask and receive. It's that simple. There's nothing more complicated than that. In one of our earlier videos, I was mentioning that the entire purpose of this channel is just to get you to get what you want. I want to help you get what you want. And it's a very simple process. It's not complicated. I can't complicate it. People write books about it all the time. They write these long-winded, really long books called the hyper secret system to get everything you want. And it's like, yeah, but this really is just ask, receive. That's all. It's just this. They'll write 400 pages on ask and receive and go into the science of it, and quantum physics and all that kinds of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just those things. You just ask, believe, and then you receive what you asked for. So if you got something that you want, and you're not sure how you can get it, do this. It's very simple. I got a book. There's a couple books, but start at the start. Start with the first one. They're in the description below. They're right down there. And they're super simple. They're like 6-8 page books, but it'll give you everything that you need to know to actually get what you want. And you can actually go and apply this stuff, and you can do it, and then you can get your results. You can get the cool stuff. You can have the life that you want. It's really not that hard. It's not that complicated. We complicate it by thinking that there's going to be this long, hard process or whatever. There's only two steps. There's only two things. It's ask, receive.